I wasn't emotionally ready for Mockingjay, but I did it anyway. I'm on page 265, part 3, The Assassin. Oh my god. First thing I want to note, I have, over the years, because I've read the books 8 years ago, and I've watched the movies several times, I've heard of people talking about how, it was Gale being involved in Prim dying. Now, again, I haven't read this book in 8 years, so, I was aware, but reading the part where Gale talks about working with Beatty on traps and stuff, and one of them being the bombs that go off twice, and remembering, or I think I remember how Prim died, it's like, wait a goddamn minute. And, I have a really hard time watching Mockingjay Part 2. So, I kind of half-watched it months ago. I've rewatched the other 3 movies pretty, intently. But Mockingjay Part 2, there's a lot that I'm like, I do not remember this. So, I can't remember how involved Gale was actually with Prim dying. But at the rate this is going, it's like, oh, this is why they say that Gale basically just killed Prim. Because I think he did. I think he does. I still have 130 pages left to find out, but I'm scared. Because I forgot how involved he actually is in Prim dying. And that's a bit. Another thing to note, and this is something that's been haunting me since I decided to reread them. This is kind of why I decided to reread them, is I was thinking about it, and I don't know that I've talked about this much, but hey, one of my favorite things to read, and the only thing you need to tell me if you want me to read or watch something is tell me that there's a character that gets brainwashed or amnesia, and then I'm in. It's one of my favorite tropes to read. And I was thinking about it, and I remember it in the movie, Peeta saying, I just don't want them to change me, and if I die, I want to still be me. And then I was thinking about how he gets brainwashed, and one thing that I kind of realized in the last year, because again, I read the Hunger Games books when I was 11, so there was a lot of things that had a lot of significance that went completely over my head when I was in 6th grade, that I'm just now going, oh my fucking god, as, Prim dying, when Katniss, throughout all 3 books, just kept saying over and over, the one thing she wanted, the reason she went into the games, and that everything happened that is happening now is because she wanted to protect her sister, and in the end, she wasn't able to. In the end, she lost Prim. Understanding just how, significant that was, and that was always Suzanne's, plan. That was, the whole fucking point. That hit me hard. But it's really just kind of hitting me how both Peeta and Katniss went into the games wanting one thing, and they both lost that one thing. Katniss went into the games wanting to protect her sister. Peeta went into the games wanting the Capitol to change him. He went into the game saying, I just don't want them to change me. When I die, I want to still be me. And in the end, Prim died, and the Capitol changed Peeta. Katniss said it herself when she saw what the Capitol did to him, that's not Peeta. And I'm pretty sure, it's gonna come up. If it hasn't already come up, it's going to come up again. Peeta initially saying, before he went to the games, I just don't want them to change me. And her saying, that's not Peeta. And I remember in the movies, when they said, if Peeta acts up, you just have to kill him. And Katniss was like, okay, I can kill him because that isn't Peeta. And I just, think that him saying the one thing he wanted the night before the games, I just don't want them to change me, would have come back to her in that moment. That just messes me up, man. Katniss went into the games just wanting to protect her sister, and Prim died. Peeta went into the games just wanting to still be himself. He wanted to come out still himself. And the Capitol brainwashed him until he was unrecognizable by the people around him. I mean, he does find his way back to himself, but that's gonna stay with him forever. Because who he was before the games wouldn't have tried to strangle Katniss, or said any of the things that he says to Katniss. I don't think he would even imagine doing it. And I still have, according to Goodreads, 43% of this book left. God help me.